Climb every mountain, search high and low.
Welcome to Climb Every Mountain, a special presentation of Spotlight USA featuring my father, Dr. Oscar Poole. This program is produced in the studios of WMCW-FM, Astor, Florida, and heard globally on astorcommunityradio.us and FYN TV, fetchyournews.com, Ellijay, Georgia.
Hello, everyone. This is Oscar Poole again, right here in the studios of WMCW-FM in Astor, Florida, and also on FYN TV, fetchyournews.com in Ellijay, Georgia. Today, I am honored, very honored, to have Greg Poole, our son of several years, who is a guest today in Florida, here in Astor, Florida. Hello, Greg.
I'm glad to be here. Good. Hello.
Greg, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very good. It's a beautiful day in Astor, Florida. Gorgeous blue skies. Having a great day.
Greg, as people have heard, is now announcing on this special series from time to time on Spotlight USA entitled Climb Every Mountain, which will be a series of mountain moving faith, as you will hear Greg say in a few moments. Greg, we're so delighted to have you, and we had your son, our grandson, Caleb Poole, was here and went back to his university in Statesboro, Georgia, and we're so glad to have you. And this, as I said, is a series of overcoming faith. Remember, Greg, you helped me on our radio program, Sounds of Faith, in Chatsworth, Georgia, many years ago.
Yes, back in the late 70s, probably 1978, 79, somewhere in there.
Yes, and it's like old times. And so this is a very introductory program. In fact, it's the first one. So, Greg,
there's always a good start. It's a good start. We'll have a good time with this series.
Talk about the weather here and how you like Astor, Greg.
It was beautiful today. Last night we sat out at the St. Johns River right before sunset. It was just beautiful. Blue skies, a good stiff breeze, but just made it all the more enjoyable. Watching the birds, pelicans fly by, it was just beautiful.
Did you see any alligators?
Did not see any alligators, and that's a good thing.
Well, we've seen 3 or 4 already in the last month here as the weather is getting warmer. You met Sam, didn't you?
I did. We were over at his place last night on the river and sat out.
And what are we going to do tonight?
We're going to sit out again, but it's supposed to be a little bit cooler. We're going to have a fire out there.
Oh, that'll be wonderful. If you never have seen a full moon over the St. Johns River, here's a place to be. Astor, Florida is about 65 miles north of Atlanta, or 100 miles south of Jacksonville, or about 1 hour from Daytona Beach or New Smyrna Beach, from where I'm from. Well, Greg, tell the folks a few things, how you feel about this program.
Well, I'm just getting introduced to it, but it's been an honor to be here today and do the opening and closing announcements. And it's really interesting that Greg's got a really good studio over here in Astor, and it's quite surprising, actually, but he's got a very, very first-class place.
And also, last Sunday you told me you saw the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, I was sailing on the Puget Sound, which leads into the Pacific Ocean, and here I am a week later. I'll be looking probably tomorrow over at New Smyrna Beach looking at the Atlantic. 2
oceans, Pacific to the Atlantic. Glad to have you here today, Greg.
Thank you.
Every mountain, ford every stream.
You have been listening to Climb Every Mountain, a program of mountain-moving faith designed to help you overcome the mountains in your life. Tune in again next week as we present Climb Every Mountain over WMCW-FM, Astor, Florida, and FYN TV, fetchyournews.com, Ellijay, Georgia. And don't forget the Mountain Climber's Creed. When faced with a mountain, I will not quit. I will climb over, go around, or tunnel through. And now, from my father and I, have a good day. This is Greg Poole speaking.